Hello everyone, welcome to this session. Our topic is coordination, and today let's discuss about the central nervous system. So far in our previous video, we're discussing about the neurons. So today let's discuss this central nervous system, abbreviated as the CNS. Now, we'll start with the concept of this, the meaning of the central nervous system. The CNS, this is just the part of the nervous system that is consisting of the brain and the spinal cord. Now, these are the main components that make up the central nervous system, the brain and the spinal cord. It coordinates all the neural functions and all the neural responses related to the movement of the body. Now, the chart below, it shows the subdivisions of the nervous system. So this is our nervous system. The nervous system, as we said before, it contains the various parts. The following are the main ones. The central nervous system. Uh, there is the body master control unit. That is the main controller. That is known as the central nervous system. So in the nervous system, there's central nervous system. That is the body's master control unit. Then there is peripheral nervous system, whereby the body is linked to the outside world. Now, in the central nervous system, there are various components as follows. The first one is the spinal cord. This is a column of nerves between the brain and the peripheral nervous system. While the second one is the brain stem. This is the one that connects the brain to the spinal cord. And lastly, the brain, which is divided into the three major parts: the hindbrain, uh, the hindbrain, that is the lower part. Then there is the midbrain, and then there is the forebrain. So these are the three main components of the central nervous system. And while we are talking about the peripheral nervous system, contains the following: the autonomic nervous system and the somatic nervous system. So in the autonomic nervous system, it regulates all the involuntary bodily processes, including the heart rate, respiration, digestion, and the pupil contractions. Also operates automatically without the conscious direction. While when we're talking about the somatic nervous system, it carries sensory information from the sensory organs to the central nervous system, and relays the motor, that is the movement commands to the muscles. Also, it controls the voluntary movements which a person may want to do. Now, in the autonomic nervous system, it contains also the main two categories or subdivisions. There's the sympathetic nervous system, whereby it prepares the body for the action and the stress. This is called the fight or flight. So this is the first component of the autonomic nervous system. And the second part is the parasympathetic nervous system, whereby it calms the body and helps the body to conserve energy. So there you have it. So this is the full structure of the nervous system. We said it contains two main components: the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Now, in this video, we'll move on more to the central nervous system. Specifically, we'll start with the brain. Now, the human brain is a specialized organ that is ultimately responsible for all thought and movement that the body produces. It's the one that allows the humans to successfully interact with the environment by communicating with the others and interacting with the inanimate objects near their surroundings. Now, if the brain is not functioning well, or properly, the ability to move, generate accurate sensory information, or speak and understand language can be damaged as well. So the brain has to be in full efficiency just to perform all its activities, just to ensure that the body carries all its functions properly. So that's the brain. Now, the brain has many different parts. Each part has a unique function that it allows humans observe and interact with their environment effectively. The following are just the main parts of the human brain and their functions. So we'll start with the first one, that is the cerebrum. The cerebrum, this is the largest portion of the brain, and it contains tools which are responsible for most of the brain's function. Now, this cerebrum is divided into four sections: the temporal lobe, the occipital lobe, parental lobe, and the frontal lobe. Now let's see some of these, starting with the parental lobe. The parental lobe is the one that is located in the cerebral hemisphere. This lobe, it focuses on the comprehensions, uh, also visual functions, language, reading, internal stimuli, uh, tactile sensations, and the sensory compressions are monitored here. So the parental lobe is the one that is responsible for all these functions or all these activities. The temporal lobe is the one that controls the visual and the auditory memory. It includes areas that help manage some speech and hearing capabilities, behavioral elements, and the language. It's the one that is located in the cerebral hemisphere. And last but not least, the occipital lobe. Occipital lobe, this is located in the cerebral hemisphere in the back of the head. It's the one that helps to control the vision. So there you have it. Those are the main components or parts of the cerebrum. Moving on, let's see the cerebellum. The cerebellum, this is also referred to as the little brain. The cerebellum controls the essential body functions such as balance, posture, and coordination, allowing humans to move properly and maintain their posture. So those are the main functions of the cerebellum. Now, the other part is the limbic system. The limbic system, it contains the glands which help relay the emotions. Many hormonal responses that the body generates are initiated in this area. The limbic system, it includes the following: the amygdala, hippocampus, hypothalamus, and the thalamus. So all these are the main components or the parts of this limbic system. Now, talking each one of them, starting with the first one, that is amygdala. The amygdala, this helps the body response to emotions, memories, and fear. So those are the main functions of this. The second one is the hippocampus. This portion of the brain is the one that is used for the learning memory, specifically converting the temporal memories into permanent memories, which can be stored within the brain. So those are the main functions of the hippocampus, while the hypothalamus is the one that is the region of the brain controls the mood, thirst, hunger, and the temperature. It also contains the glands which control the hormonal processes throughout the body. And last but not least, the thalamus. The thalamus, this is the one that is located in the center of the brain. It helps to control the attention span, sensing pain, and the monitors input that moves in and out of the brain to keep track of the sensation the body is feeling. So those are the main components with their functions of this limbic system. Moving on, let's see the brainstem. The brainstem, all basic functions originate in the brainstem. So all functions, all these basic life functions are mainly originated in the brainstem, including the heartbeat, the blood pressure, and the breathing. Now, in humans, this area it contains the medulla, the midbrain, and the pons. Starting with the midbrain, this part of the brain, it helps to regulate the body movement, vision, and hearing. The second part, the pons interprets the information that is used in the sensory analysis or motor control. The pons also creates the level of the consciousness necessary for the sleep. And last but not least, the medulla or the medulla oblongata is an essential part of the brain stem, which it maintains the vital body functions such as the the heart rate and the breathing. So there you have it. Those are the components of the brainstem. Now let's see the diagram, which just shows and summarizes all the basic functions of the different parts of the brain. As you can see here are different parts. As you can see, there's the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe, as we said before, it controls the movement, intelligence, reasoning, behavior, memory, and personality. While the temporal lobe, this is the one which is found here, is the one that is responsible for the speech, behavior, memory, hearing, vision, and emotions. While the brainstem, the one that controls the breathing, blood pressure, heartbeat, and the swallowing. While the cerebellum is the one that is responsible for the balance, coordination, and fine muscle control. While the occipital lobe, the one that is responsible for the vision, and the last one is the parental lobe, that is responsible for the intelligence, reasoning, telling right from left, language, sensation, and reading. While the other remaining parts are the ones that cover up the brain, the skull, the cerebrospinal fluid, and the blood vessels. So those are just all the main parts and their functions of the human brain. So I hope it's clear, everyone. I hope it's clear for every person we've discussed. That's all I have for this video. We've talked about the brain. We've seen first the nervous system. We said that there are. We've discussed the main categories of the nervous system, and we've later on moved on to the central nervous system, specifically discussing about the brain, their various its various parts and their functions. So I hope it's clear. Uh, Thank you and see you in the next video.